Here we go.
First of all, I love the background.
Thank you very much.
Then, let's talk about your last work, Under. How did you choose the songs of the album?
It was sort of a difficult process because we had a lot of songs, and then we had to kind of sort of like weed them down to the ones that were working and the ones we could get the rights for. But all of them are sort of like songs that are very dear to me for some reason or another. Be it a place, a time, a person, and kind of a lot of them sort of came from my father, I suppose. Because when I was a kid, he was always playing music in the house, either on the record player or on the guitar and singing.
Your father sing with you in
Yeah.
one of the tracks.
Yeah.
How did it come?
It was cool. It came about because we were on tour in Europe, and my mum and dad came from Australia. They came over and toured with us for about, I don't know, 10 days or something. And I got my dad up singing this song, and then when we stopped in Berlin, and then I got my dad into a studio, and we quickly kind of like...
Is he
Yeah,
better than you?
Well, I think he's probably going to get a better record deal than me after that. But he was wonderful. It was such a privilege to sing a song with him.
Are you working on new songs?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. We're going to make an album in a couple of months, and then we'll release it early next year, and it'll be an album of original songs. Yeah.
You practically created the short bus soundtrack.
Yes.
If you could work again for the cinema, who would be the director?
My favorite filmmaker is Mike Lee. I'd love to do a song for one of his films. But strangely, even though his films are really dark and really sad and kind of really heartfelt, he always uses really happy music, so I probably will never get to do that because it's sort of beyond my reach. But that would be a huge dream come true to do something for Mike Lee.
But before talking about the past, do you want to play with us, for us?
Sure, I'll just play you a little song off my first record, and it's a little love song that I wrote, and it's called Little Bird. Little bird on a highway, wish you would come down to earth and peck a kiss on my shoulder. Leave mine and make me better. And if you take off your mask, I swear to you, I work on my past habits, and the end will never start. And I am absolutely sure I'm all yours. And happy songs, they've worked for some, if I'm not wrong. This is my first one. Now that I have stopped my crying, peck a kiss upon this smile. I'm absolutely true. I love you. I love you.
I think I'm going to cry. What did your past projects give to you? In example, your punk beginnings or the album?
Oh, that's so. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, even though I don't really make that music anymore, I still love to listen to it, and I still have that spirit of the rebel in me, of the kind of like, you know, there's a bit of punk spirit in me somehow. Yeah.
It's in the
Yeah, yeah. And in fact, we actually cover the Sex Pistols as a kind of homage to that time of my life. But yeah.
And what about the Japanese thing? I know that you're some kind of god in Japan because you
I'm a god in Japan.
you did the vocals for this anime.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It was a really wonderful job to have been offered, and I was just hired as a session singer, basically, to sing for Japanese anime, and it led to doing stuff for Ghost in the Shell, and then Cowboy Bebop, and yeah, it was really fun. And they're crazy fans, and such obsessive fans of anime. They just devour anything connected to anime. So yeah, it was fun to go there.
A quite stupid question. Did you ever meet Scott Matthews? Because yesterday I was going crazy trying to not mix up you and him.
Thank you, yeah. A lot of people do mix us up. I've never met him, but yeah, it's a common problem.
I read somewhere that you said that you like to perform in Europe because Europe audience is better. I don't know if it was you or something. I don't remember.
That was me.
Think you, okay?
Could be him as well, but I'm not
really?
sure. For me, it's a lot better over here. Yeah, it always has been. I don't know. There's just a level of kind of like appreciation and I just feel like Europeans kind of get my music a bit more.
It's so strange because you're Australian and you live in...
I'm an Australian living in New York with, you know, the desire to play in New York.
Okay,
yeah.
it's time to make the best, our personality best. The title is What Mojotic 2014 Artist Are You?
What am I?
I don't know.
You mean what kind of artist?
If you were a chord, a music chord, it would be an A minor 7, F, C7, B, and G.
Oh, A minor 7 for sure. Okay. If there was an E minor on there, I would have chosen that, but A minor 7.
The essential item in your backstage is a bottle of rum or whiskey or wine, I don't know, fresh fruit, silk towel, pizza and French fries, something for your headache.
Well, the wine is for the headache, isn't it? Yeah, so wine, definitely, yeah.
Okay. You have the opportunity to play with this famous Italian indie scene band or artist. Would you choose? Bruno Risas, Appino and the Zen Slippers.
Okay.
Manuel Agnelli, Apparatus, Dente, Verdena.
Oh, no question about it, Bruno.
Bruno Risas.
Yeah. He's got a good beard going on.
Then, the thing you'd like a fan of yours throw on your stage during a performance. A daisy bouquet, underwear, itself or himself, a book full of handmade drawings, or money.
Oh, I think a book full of handmade drawings would be charming.
Okay.
So I was given flowers once by like a 94-year-old woman when I was on stage, and that was pretty much one of my favorite memories. Yeah.
What do you do when you're feeling down? Watch some movies, go running or riding a bike.
Yeah.
Drown your sorrows in wine, bury your sorrows under pounds of chocolate. You lose time on the internet.
I watch television. Television,
So
I'm a big fan of
movie
television.
is okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you are
Loser.
You are Jonathan Wilson.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you for this.
You're very welcome. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh.